Hello, lovely people of the internet. So my name is Allard. Welcome back to Firewatch, and this is gonna be episode 10. Might very well be the last episode of this series. I have no clue. This could very well run for episode 11, 12, depending on how much there is left to do. But I feel like we're kind of closing in on everything. Like everything is starting to lead to some kind of story climax. So last episode we explored the cave and we found a shoe. A shoe that was from somebody, a sneaker. We have no clue whose it was, but the main objective right now is to escape the cavern, and I feel like this is the spot where the game checks, hey, you got out of the cavern, so here goes. Hey, we're back.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
Well,
Someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
she's not worried about me.
I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
But she's not. She didn't ask about how I was. What the fuck is this? Did I accidentally stumble upon? Is this like? This look nerdy. Oh, and the music and everything.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle.
This is so nice. I love this.
I found an old school folder. Brian was a hell of a doodler. There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
Hey, remember that pack I found?
Back on your second day? Yeah.
I found a plan Brian drew about how he was going to get it back.
sure it was quite
Oh, here we go. Here it ties
Some
together.
Wile E. Coyote stuff, I'll tell you that much. It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
Did he die in that cavern?
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dump water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to.
True.
Not that it ended up mattering.
Oh. So, science homework?
Brian was doing a science fair project about bouncing
So how
radio
old was
waves
he?
off of a meteor shower.
Poor kid left his homework?
Yeah. He must have been pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, sharper than a lot of the grown-up knuckleheads I'm used to, yeah.
Smarter than me? Are you saying
What,
I'm
you're
gonna go ahead?
I'm
Yeah.
one of those knuckleheads, is that it?
I wasn't, but, now that I think about it,
Because
Fair.
I know lots of stuff.
I'm very
please
smart.
drown me in your surplus of knowledge. I've been waiting all these years for a man as wise as you to take this job.
Oh.
Well, that wait's over, sweetheart.
Call me sweetheart again, and you'll use that big sexy brain of yours to fill out your unemployment paperwork.
Damn.
Sorry, boss.
I'm curious if I could have found this earlier on in the game. Anyway, Brian Goodwin, Hamilton Science Fair, rough drafts. April 4th, 1986. Talking meteors. Well, ham radio waves can use meteors to talk to people far away. See, okay, so there's suddenly a lot of talk about radio signals and everything around here, which kind of has me worried, because that's also, like, we're also dealing with being spied upon and like people playing back our own whatever we said. What if I told you that you could use meteors in our atmosphere to talk to people far away? You would probably think I was a liar, but you would be wrong. Meteors, the alien rocks that come to our planet from outer space, can be used to bounce ham radio waves off of, and let you use your radio much better than normal. Right, now you're thinking, okay Brian, this sounds like a movie like Flight of the Navigator. It's not real. But you're wrong, it is real. It is science. It is possible because of meteor scatter communications. My science fair project proves that meteor scatter communication is real, but what it is. MSC is a radio propagation mode that utilizes the ionized trails of meteors within our atmosphere. Meteors, upon their atmospheric entry, can create a dense path of ionized particles that the ham radio operator can use to establish brief communications paths between operators up to 1,500 miles away. Isn't 1 mile 2.5 kilometers? Or is it the... yeah. So that's far away. I'm going to test this by having a small chat with a friend my dad made in the army, who lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1,000 miles away from my house. We are going to try to talk at a regular time, but my hypothesis is that that won't work and we will have to wait for a meteor shower so we can establish communication. Avoid... It's too conversational for science. Sure. Of what? Are these your words? No, ChatGPT wrote them for him. They didn't have that back in the day. A loose rock. Anything special about this rock? It looks like a rock. I don't need the rock, but I do like the school folder. See, you're dead. Brian Goodwin. Oh, he made all this. That's cool. Should have become an artist or something. But also he had a knack for science, which is pretty cool. A banner.
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left.
Yeah. Oh, can I can't put it back. That's good. Anything I can gain from this? Nope. You can hang there. Handmade sign. Oh, that's quite large. This is quite difficult to... yes, a sign. Like, look at it like this. Just put you over there. No. Anything on the back? Nope. What's all this? Wizards and Wyvern Sheets. Oh god, I love that.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
Excuse me?
You found his pocket protector?
I found I guess, a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf armor 7.
Classic wizards and wyverns.
Yeah, between this and the map I found in my tower, old Brian created quite the fantasy world.
Gosh, Brian had everything he loved out there.
Let's see. So, Brian had a character named Gladius Silva. He is chaotic good, race half-elf with a class of ranger, level 4. So he had already played a couple games, or he started playing at level 4. That could also be the case. Male, black hair, blue-green eyes, age 29, height 5'8", weight 135, appearance rugged. He has a 7 in brains, 13 in agility, 15 in stamina, 14 in cleverness, 15 in knowledge, and 9 in mox. Maybe mox is, I've heard it called in other games like chutzpah. So it's kind of like charisma, but also not entirely. But okay, so he's mostly like has good stamina, kind of clever, kind of smart, and then not much mox. So chutzpah, charisma, sort of agile and no brains. BRN. Does that stand for something else then? Because you already have clever, knowledge, brains. I feel like those would all be too similar to each other, so I'm guessing some of these I've guessed wrong. A two-handed. He has some saving throws. He has a couple hit points. Oh, he had a lot of wounds, so he has been playing this character for a little bit. And he has a long sword, a throwing dagger, battle axe, and a short sword. This is cool. This is like an old school character sheet of Dungeons & Dragons. Anything on the back? Can I... If I examine it, I can only look at the fronts. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're holding it. Keep it. Notes to Ranger.
Huh. Brian stole his dad's climbing gear, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
It is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Okay.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
Oh.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
Are you done talking? Good. I want to read the letter. Dear Ranger, hi, my name is Brian Goodwin. If you found... Oh, I love that that he wrote this way, because this is the way I was taught to write. Back when I was in kindergarten and up, like ages... What was it, like 5, 6, 7 that you learn to write? I don't remember exactly. I'm not even that old, like I'm 25. Dear Ranger, hi, my name is Brian Goodwin. If you find this note, it should be with a bunch of climbing anchors, I hope. Could you do me a favor and return them to me? Brian Goodwin in the mail. My address is something something in Nebraska. If you tell me your name and address, I will give you a reward for this. You are probably wondering why I left this here. Well, they are my dad's and I don't want him to lose them, but I don't want to do any more climbing on this trip. So I thought I should pretend to lose them. But if you help me get them back, everyone will be happy. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ranger. Brian, P.S. The reward will be good. Alright. So that's... those are the pythons. In that case, I'm guessing that this is the only way you could have walked in this game. And you couldn't have found this earlier. What's this? Brian Goodwin with Brian and Ned. So this is for the ham radio. Interesting but wrong. Not conventional. Past maximum voltage. Too high. Alright, put that there. Postcards. I can report on the postcard, but I want to read it first. Dear Mr. Zeckler, I'm with my dad in Lander, Wyoming. It's pretty neat that something fished in a spot called Sinks Canyon. Most of Wyoming looks like home in Nebraska, but then there are mountains and woods when you go far. I'm sorry I can't mow your lawn this summer, but I hope you found a good person to do it instead. Can you write back and tell my dad when school starts? Because I don't think he knows. Your friend and neighbor, Brian Goodwin. Okay.
There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor.
What's it
Oh.
say?
That he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh.
And also he was worried his dad didn't know when school started. I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Ned didn't really seem like a, with it dad.
So Ned was mostly in it for his own? Like he didn't really care about his son, kinda?
Made the place pretty comfy too.
Yeah, that's
an
pretty neat.
achievement.
Yeah, at the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
Fair.
Little shit.
Dinosaur. Oh. Typical pre-2000s toy. Lovely. I can't take it with me, so I'm leaving it there. A banner. Can I put up the banners? I can. Oh, so nice. Yes. Let me help you decorate. Make it look all fancy schmancy. One. There we go. There we go. And the last one. There we go. Nice. 5 degrees north, he reads, which is some kind of book. Neil Black has just exposed the largest underground gambling racket in the nation's history, with the major basking in the glory. It's only when consequences come knocking in is Neil Black called in again. Neil Black is a lot of things, but a fall guy isn't one of them, and then his fingers are in the way to properly read it, so I'm leaving you on the ground there. Some cool old books. And a comic book. Black Band, go ahead, kill my family, it only makes me stronger. Jesus Christ. That is some edgy shit. His grief, their sorrow. Whoa, wait, where did I put it? No. No, I could comment on it. Did it fall in between here? No. I think I did. It was there for a second. I saw it pop up. Anyways, okay. Last but not least.
Bunch of rocks stacked up. You made a wall and a perimeter.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe
Oh.
he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Poor boy. Poor boy. So, we take the pythons. Hell yeah. And then what? We're just heading back to the cave? I guess if we have to. Can we like just go back here then? Is that the idea? This was also the only route I could have taken, so yeah. That's way too high to get back up to. Right? So, don't tell me I need to walk the whole way back. That would be inconvenient. Am I missing something? Can't climb here. This doesn't feel like the way to go. That say something. What did it say? What did it say? Not much. Not much. So I'm guessing I do have to just make my way back. Okay. Alright. If that's what you want, game, then that's what we're doing. Because there is a way out here. Ah, okay. So we get that in there. We trust that it holds us. And then that seems sketchy as shit. But okay. God.
What do you think is in there?
I don't know. There's something in there. I'm probably going to be killed.
Probably something that will kill me. So
Yeah.
you know, just sort of getting myself right with God or whatever there is.
Yeah. Good.
I mean, they closed the door when they could have just...
Bashed your head in with a rock or chopped you up with a
Are you serious with this shit right now?
hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
No.
No, I think I'm probably good. Bring on jail.
Yeah. And I'm not kidding.
Get probation. I'd be the one stuffed away in the Lusk women's prison for the next 10 years.
Honestly, I don't see. I don't know. I'd rather talk to the officers at this point instead of being hunted down by some, I don't know, group of weird guys, people. Okay. So we go all the way back to the west, like west. That would be southwest. Yeah, northeast, southwest. So we're heading southwest, which should bring us right back to the cavern
Also,
entrance.
those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them.
Yeah, hooray!
Took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and landed in jail.
That's good.
Just a bullet there.
Yeah, we've got enough unanswered shit to answer for, I'd say.
Yeah, true. Okay, so the girls at least are back. God, the game feels so peaceful right now, and I'm like, that's not gonna stay that way. Right? I mean, I would hope it would stay that way, but it won't. I know that. Because I have this feeling that's going to be the case. Oh, I still don't like the leaves rustling. Yep, there we go. Here we go. Entrance to the cave. Just a quick check. Hello, anything new? Nope, you're empty. Here goes. Oh, it's dark, dark. No one just chilling up there, waiting for me to go back in here. Again with the aggression. The fun music has faded. Did I take the keys with me? I did. Is it gonna close back down again behind me? No. All right. Down we go. Down we go. God damn. Like, okay, before I go any further down, because, oh, I can feel shivers. What I've also been kind of thinking is that maybe there's somebody who's just slightly crazy, like slightly unconventional, and they have been following us around, but only for the reason that they want us to find these mysteries and like tie all these things together. And that they actually don't mean harm, but they just want us to find certain things, either because they themselves did it or are guilty of it, or are just afraid to go to the police themselves. Something along those lines. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. We're going down far. Okay. Well, here we are. And this also, yeah, this is close to where the shoe was as well. I am curious as to what we're gonna find. Well, not looking forward to it, but also needs to happen. Oh, just bashed my head against the ceiling. God. Goes down deep. That's some missing terrain. I feel like there should have been a rock here that I'm now able to look through. That's fine. Yeah, definitely feels like some glitchy geometry. Anyways. Here we go. Oh, I'm tensing up, alright. Can I go back up? What? Oh yeah, obviously. They're just regular climbable rocks. Okay. Music has started to swell. We are diving deeper into this cavern. Seemed like a very stupid idea with everything that's been going on, but we are Henry, the stupid guy. And I am... a figure.
Oh God.
God.
Good one.
Oh no. Oh
You found
God.
Your stuff gave out.
Yep.
Oh, you poor fucking kid.
Oh God. He looks... yeah, he looks busted up. Jesus Christ. Well, I didn't necessarily expect that. Jesus Christ. We're gonna report that in a bit. Oh, my stomach. I just had dinner as well, so... We found a body. But somebody has been kind of pushing us towards this body, right? So, that Ned was his father? Did his father... is his father still here? Did his father, like, push us towards the body? This looks unstable, but hell yeah. Like, is his father, like, did his father know about it, but Brady was gonna be held accountable or whatever? I don't know. I guess we're... What's going on down there? Wait, that's the body? How quickly did we climb? Jesus. So he fell from here then? So around this place, like either one of these ledges. Ooh, well that set the tone. Jesus, okay. Alright. Just take a deep breath. We're gonna figure this out together with Delilah. Now here is the difficult part. How close is this game to ending? Because this is about the time where I wrap up my episode. It would be stupid to figure out that the game only has about 10 more minutes of content left for us. And then call it a day right here. But on the other hand, I feel like there are enough unresolved things for us to do. That's... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm making the decision right here. I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna start recording the next episode in a tiny bit after I had something to drink, etc. If it turns out that this video, or well, that the game is only 10 minutes more, then I will just edit these two videos together and make it one big episode. But yeah, if it's another half an hour or so, then you'll have another episode for me. So either you'll see that this video goes on for a little bit longer, or the video ends right here for you. We'll figure that out after I played it. So, without further ado, that was a wild ride. We found a body of the poor kid, which is quite sad. I'm interested to hear what Delilah has to say about it and how everything else ties together. So I hope we figure that out next episode. If you're enjoying this, please consider leaving a like or comments, or maybe even consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next episode. All right, bye.